Surf has spent decades chasing one idea: perfect waves, a clean wall, a predictable takeoff, a section that does exactly what it promises. Perfect waves became the technical standard. Order, symmetry, repetition. Waves that allow progression, execution, refinement. And for a long time, that pursuit pushed surfing forward. But for those of us who grew up surfing in the 70s, 80s, even the early 90s, the relationship with the ocean was different. How many Saturdays started with a long drive toward a spot that looked promising all week, only to arrive and find it completely flat? After waiting 5 full days, no live cam, no real-time update, no confirmation, you either stayed and waited, or you drove back home. There was friction built into the experience. Now the information arrives before the swell does. You know when it will break, which board to bring, which section will throw. Uncertainty shrinks. Quick heads up. Over 90% of the people who watch our deep dive surf work never subscribe. It's free, it's one click, and it helps us keep doing this. Experience becomes optimized. And when something becomes fully optimized, it changes. Perfect waves repeat themselves. That repetition builds confidence. It builds skill. It builds performance. But it also builds familiarity. And familiarity slowly removes friction. The takeoff stops being a question. It becomes a procedure. The line isn't discovered, it's remembered. This isn't criticism, it's evolution. Perfect waves helped surfing reach levels that once felt impossible. But when everything is understood in advance, the challenge shifts. It's no longer about reading the ocean, it's about performing inside it. Precision replaces uncertainty, and precision is not the same as presence. New generations grew up with access, with data, with clarity. That's not wrong, it's just different. But access changes the relationship with discovery. When you already know what the wave will do, there's less space for surprise, and surprise has always been part of surfing's depth. Meanwhile, there are waves that refuse repetition, waves that change every set, waves that distort, waves that won't let you rehearse. On those waves, you can't rely on memory. You respond in real time. No choreography, no template, just adaptation. Perfect waves made surfing more visible, more technical, more efficient. But imperfection keeps it alive, because at its core, surfing was never about controlling the wave. It was about entering something that can't be fully predicted. The question is different now. How much perfection do we actually need before the experience stops feeling raw?